Can you hold me close, baby? I want you to know that I'm never leaving, 'cause I'm missing snow till death will be freezing. Yeah, you are my home for all seasons. So come on, let go. Let's go below from the sun. We'll have some fun. Let's dance at the North Pole and you'll have to leave. Please don't cry no tears now. Welcome, everybody to Noun O'Clock Lite during our Lite week here for the holidays at the Noun Square. I hope everyone's having a great time with their family, with their friends, getting some time to relax. If you're not aware, we're doing a super light format like we usually do on the weekends for this holiday week, so everyone has time to go and spend with family, etc. And we're not spending too much time here on the Twitter Spaces. However, we did have a little mix-up with the schedule right before we stopped doing guests last Friday. And Danit Peleg, a wonderful 3D designer, the fashion designer, is here with us to just drop in and chill with us for a bit and talk to us about her active prop as well. So I hope you guys don't mind us making it a little bit less light than it otherwise would be. Danit, thank you for joining us. Am I saying your name correctly? I apologize if I'm not.
GM.
GM.
I'm so happy to be here.
GM.
Playing some Snowman song by Sia on the way in here, of course, because we have just minted 2 snowmen in a row. Snow people heads. Noun 555 and 556, both beautiful snow people heads. And we'd like to, I was thinking, why not go for 3, right? I mean, we did 3 voids in a row before. Why not 3 snowmen? What do you think?
I don't know. Somebody was upset that we got 2 snowmen in a row.
Who was upset?
I don't know. There was some FUD about like two snowmen in a row. Is that too many?
It's literally, there's only been snowmen since August 8th. Like, don't worry about it too much. It's brand new. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I think I it's like, you can argue. I think it's like is a noun more unique if it has a twin right next to it? Maybe so. Maybe that's like a
I
unique
think
extra trait people aren't even
I
thinking
would
about.
argue that rarity, in as much as there is rarity for nouns, that having 2 back-to-back snowmen on Christmas is probably worth more for the eventual auction price, resale price of those 2 nouns than any perceived lowering of value because of having 2 heads in a row or anything like that. And
Yeah, I
further,
think that's pretty cool.
and furthermore, I think if we do 10 in a row until the 1st of January, then it'd be even better. I mean, we'll see Snowman DAO at that point, right? Faku.
Should we just only do snowmen from here on out?
That's what Maddie suggested today. And I said, you know what? Hey, I think what we should do today for FOMO, we should try for a snowman, but, we can be flexible. We don't want to be here all night. If we see another, Christmassy or wintry kind of thing, like a tree or a snow globe, we could snag that. But I mean, if it comes across our plate again, like it did yesterday, a beautiful snowman immediately on FOMO, I mean, what are we supposed to do? We're only human. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. But
You're only human, what can you do?
exactly. You know what? I'll leave the decision up to Danit. She's our guest today. She gets to decide if we go for another snowman today or if we should go for something else. What do you think, Danit?
They're so cute, so I think yes.
Okay.
For sure.
There you go.
And I totally agree with you that I think it's like it makes so much sense doing it during Christmas, so it will have a higher value.
Exactly. Not that we really care that much about the value of individual nouns. We're not really a number go up kind of project, but I have noticed that most of the nouns that do end up fetching a premium are usually because they were minted on a certain date or they had something special about them when they were minted or their number. So, yeah, I think isn't there's a Christmas noun that fetched a premium last year, I'm pretty sure, and I believe it was the first FOMO'd noun of all time, wasn't it? Joshua, you'd probably remember better.
Well, I may have been there, but I can't rely on my memory that much.
I do think someone once said that to me, and I haven't fact checked it, but I think the Christmas Noun last year, I think where I heard it was on CDT's interview with Vape Ape on Noun Talk, and I think that's pretty good source. So I'm pretty sure that last year's Christmas Noun was the first Noun FOMO'd by FOMO, and it fetched a bit of a premium because of that. So anyway.
Just ask Rocco and see what they say.
Ask Rocco, which, by the way, you can now do in the TNS Discord. So that's pretty cool. They've just installed him today to do all of our live recording and everything, and it's a new version of Rocco. So looking forward to that. That'll be cool. If you're just joining us here, I mean, I see mostly familiar faces, which is kind of to be expected here on the holidays here. But if you are new here, what we do here is we watch the end of the Nouns auction. Nouns is an NFT project, but really more of a community and a brand building exercise where we do auction off an NFT once a day, but then we take the proceeds from that, put it in a treasury, and fund cool shit. We are here at nounclock.app looking at the auction for Noun 556, a beautiful snowman. 53 seconds left on that clock, and if we don't get another bid, it's going to our friends at Pnouns, which is a Japanese nouns extension project that's buying up nouns this week. So if we don't see someone outbid them in the next little bit, which I hope is the case, we are going to go play a game called fomonouns together. You want to get another browser window up or a tab and go to fomonouns.wtf. When we get over there together, if you're up on the stage, please put your mic on for maximum chaos. And all you're going to do is vote up or vote down while yelling frantically about which noun you like the best. And we'll see if we can get enough consensus to mint another snowman or another wintry noun here for a Boxing Day. I guess, is it Boxing Day? I guess it's not Boxing Day in some parts anymore, but it's close enough to Boxing Day or the day after Christmas if you're not Canadian or Australian. Here we go.
Well, yeah, why not?
fomonouns.wtf. All right, so we got a Trogdor. We got a Trogdor bagpipe right off the bat. It's pretty good. Not wintry though.
Double noggled snowman went past.
No, you've got to be kidding me. Oh man.
No, I'm not.
It's going to be a little bit of a wait then.
So
that's okay.
We can get it in no mo.
Have you heard this record? It's amazing.
Is it broken?
Yeah, it's like a broken record, like Toady. Hey, Robot Fish Girl, are you there? You're being awful quiet today. Maybe she's rugged. Someone should check the Discord. Oh, that is a very clean shark.
It's a good-looking shark.
Joshua Fisher, I don't know if you could vote no to that, but I understand if you can.
I'm sorry, but I did vote yes.
Ooh, Bloody Sail.
Shooting. What's that Rick Ross that wasn't with me? I was shooting in the gym. I was like that.
That's right.
Workout shark.
By the way, Robot Fish Girl, if you can hear us, we can't hear you, so you might have to go out and come back. Terribly sorry about that. All right, we got a bonsai.
I'm sorry, I said yes to the bonsai too. That bonsai is nice.
Ooh, this is a nice
one. Oh, shrimpy oyster.
Shrimpy clam.
Shrimpy oyster.
These days when
it's always better.
Whenever we're picky and we're trying to find something kind of specific, they always serve us up the nicest nouns ever on the blockchain. You ever notice that? By the way, if you're just joining, please retweet the room as well. I know you're playing FOMO, but if you can multitask, don't forget to retweet the room so people know what we're doing here. Spaghetti with the face. Mars spaghetti.
Mars spaghetti.
That sounds like something that Elf would eat. Mars spaghetti with maple syrup. Ethereum wallet.
Oh, this is a nice wallet.
Man,
yeah,
that's
this
nice.
is a nice wallet.
We almost minted that. We almost got carried away and minted that.
And
we should have.
Yeah.
Almost be carried away.
This is pretty Christmassy. I don't know about your Christmas, but it's representative of mine so far.
I like the glasses match the glass.
Yeah.
This is a nice RGB noun, but not today. Would have been better when we had Mike Demaray on. Remember when we had him on, we were trying to do something rainbowy.
What's it, cut down a tree?
Dude, it's like a leafy chainsaw.
Chainsaws always get a thumbs up from me.
You're biased. You're extremely biased.
True. Oh my days, these are nice.
Rainbow
that is a nice duck. Is Brennan in the market for another duck? Well, you'll have to settle for a no-mo.
Oh, a different
Ooh,
duck.
another
Double
duck?
Double
A
ducky.
double duck?
Double ducky.
Good
Guys,
combination
your
too with the
resolve, I can
noggles.
see your resolve is weakening. You're already starting to
I
vote
know.
for non-Christmas things. Keep focused. Keep
Donut
focused.
Christmas.
Donuts are not Christmassy. Donuts, not holiday enough.
My cat got
Turkey.
donut toys for Christmas.
Hey, my
Turkey.
dog got a donut toy for Christmas too. Ethereum, this is not a drill.
It's a party.
Party drill.
By the way, if you're in the crowd and you want to come up on the stage, just put your hand up. Happy to bring you guys up. This is always casual. Ooh, I see our friend.
Dope cherries.
See our friend Nikki G. Come on up, Nikki G. You always got a dope PFP every time you're
Come
coming in here,
on
Nikki.
up.
Oh,
Ooh.
we understand if Nadrovsky needs to
Sorry,
vote for this one.
Nadrovsky.
Oh, he's not
Yeah.
even here. Well, we can't vote for him.
It was hard for me not to vote yes for that one.
Wolf Cloud? Wolf Cloud sounds like an indie band. Hey, have you heard the new Wolf Cloud single? So good, man. Okay, how about a helicopter? We got a helicopter. Don't like the accessory though.
Definitely no.
Not very Christmassy.
And that one got a lot of yes votes.
Ooh, Hatchet Raven.
I like the black noggles with the black head.
All business. You don't want to see that noun in a back alley.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh, that's a pretty ugly box. We have to
It's the ugliest.
we have to vote that down just because we have to keep boxes ugly.
I picked up a box gnar over the holidays.
Damn, I need a box now.
Wow, you guys really voted against that RGB with a passion.
It's terrible.
By the way, we have 26 people playing, which is pretty cool for like December 26th.
I was just thinking that. Like,
Nice amount of
Florida
players.
26
money.
on the 26th.
Ooh, yes, that's right. Good call. Mosquito cloud, that's one of my least favorite things.
That's the Christmas in Australia right
Yeah,
there.
that's right.
mosquitoes, yeah.
Nikki G, you playing with us, my man?
Hello, what am I
We
playing?
gotta play
Sorry.
fomonouns.wtf. We're choosing the noun.
That one looks like it's got a double arm.
We're trying to find
Yeah.
a Christmas noun or another holiday noun. We did two snow. That's pretty good.
Oh.
How about igloo?
Yep, that'll
Is
do.
that pretty good?
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
All right.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's
We're
good.
gonna settle.
Lucky igloo. Lucky igloo.
That was
We're
quick.
doing winter nouns all week long. We'll see if we can get one here.
Yeah, thanks for coming
Hey,
through.
there we
Oh,
go.
Yeah, let's go.
Finally, some representation
All right,
for a Canadian building. I appreciate it.
So that snowman with the double noggles is in Nomo.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's go grab them. So,
Oh, snap.
Nomo,
Let's go.
Nomo.wtf.
I
Come
need
play
one
with
of those
us.
basketballs.
This is another little fun game that we made here at TNS. It allows you to look at all the nouns that will be Nomo. And if you want, you can save one. You can save one just by clicking to your heart's content. You could try to save the ugly box, the mosquito cloud, or the melted snowman that we missed right before we started playing. And all you got to do is choose that one you like and start clicking away in 14 seconds. Choose your character, and let's mint a Nomo noun. What are you going for, Nikki?
I'm looking right now. I'm deciding. I'm under pressure now.
Hit the
Under
gym
pressure.
shark, bro. Hit the gym shark.
Oh, all right, let's go. We're playing. We're live. I'm going snowman.
Hit that
I
gym
see some
shark.
people going for shrimpy oyster. Shrimpy oyster is pretty good too. I'm gonna save this Raven
Ooh,
because he's pretty hot. And how about
I
the
just
Ethereum?
got
Oh. Sometimes I go and just save some just so they make it to the next round. Click them a couple times. Couple pity little votes.
Blackbird. Blackbird.
Oh.
Ah, shark is gone. I'm
Blackbird.
I'm going with the double noggle snowman now.
Gotta go
We're just gonna
snowman, bro.
Leaning in.
Yeah. Get it for under 30 ETH.
We call this 2
Bird.
This is turning into Blackbird versus Snowman very quickly here.
Blackbird. Blackbird. Blackbird.
I bet you Faku is thinking this week, man, I shouldn't have made that CC0. I should get some royalties on that snowman. All right, here we go. Whoa, this is pretty close. Pretty
It
close.
is.
The
All right,
snowman.
well, I'm here now.
1 second.
Oh
All
boy.
right. We got a beautiful snowman. That's a beautiful snowmo.
Awesome.
No,
That's
So we got 2.5 snowman nouns.
that's right. I think this counts as 0.5. Yeah.
5.
Oh, hey, Robot Fish
Okay, so
Girl. Thanks.
what exactly?
Yeah, my for some reason my account is still showing as co-host, even though I'm literally not logged in.
I see.
Where are you? Are you logged in inside of a tunnel?
The
Yeah.
echo it's the echo in
Yeah, sorry,
What?
that's my house.
Robot's
Oh.
mansion.
What is this?
Is
I
very
like it. It
echoey.
sounds like you're in.
Please don't
a
shame
show.
I
Robot
just
Fish Girl
moved.
for
I have
living
no
in a
furniture
tunnel.
yet.
Don't shame her for
It's
living
a
in a
music
tunnel.
house. Oh,
Well,
There we go. How's that?
that's much better.
What?
Much better.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
moved into a room that has furniture.
Hey, that
Nice.
helps. That helps a lot. So yeah, we just minted this Snowmo, which is pretty good. Little Snowmo Nomo noun, number 557. If you wanted to remember that you were here with us on the day after Christmas, I keep saying Boxing Day and then remembering that Americans don't celebrate that. So the day after Christmas, whatever you guys call it. If you guys want to mint this to remember you were here, 0.069 ETH, pretty cheap to mint. $8.44 USD if you can read properly, and you can have a little token that you were here. There's some gamification coming down the line, some interesting special edition mints coming from some really great Nounish artists that are going to be available to Nomo holders only. But mostly it's just for fun. Do it to remember you were here. Do it to be part of the fun, and that's the Nomo spiel.
And if you're MetaMonk, do it to get Nomo number 1 before I
Ooh,
can.
yes, that does sound like a thing that a rat would do.
I've really lost that competition, but I am in the market for number 556. That basketball is too clean. I wasn't there with you guys. I appreciate everybody who was
By the way,
playing Nomo.
I'm glad
I
you
do
brought
need
that
I
up.
do need to see if there's like I'm just throwing it out there. If you want to slide in my DMs, I might
I'm glad you brought that up because I did mint an extra basketball, but it wasn't for you, Joshua. It was for Victor, and I see him here today. So if you're there, Victor, I got a
Nice.
Nomo with your name on
I
it, bro.
appreciate you. Joshua, I'll play you one-on-one for it. How about that?
Ooh.
Oh my
all right.
days! What are we playing? Like physical basketball, or can we find or are we gonna do like some sort of blockchain based game?
No.
Blockchain basketball.
We gotta play one-on-one
Playing
with the mini noun
free
little noun ball.
free throw challenge.
I'm down. We'll battle
It's
for that.
Let's go
it's blockchain horse, but you have
around
to
the world.
but it's like a version of Nomo where you have to like choose your Nomo and champion it through the game of horse in order to win. Should be entertaining.
Blockchain deep fried horse. Let's do it.
I like it. All right, well, that's FOMO. That's Nomo. We FOMO'd another igloo, so people are going to start looking at nouns and be like, are these things randomly generated? Because this is starting to look kind of weird. Like ever since Christmas, it's been snowmen and igloos. And then, of course, we got another snowman Nomo noun, so that's pretty good too. Let's just see if we can FOMO or Nomo a snowman every day until someone tells us to stop. How's that? I think it seems like a good plan.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Awesome. So as I mentioned at the top of the show, even though we're not normally going to have guests this week, we have Danit here with us, and we're super glad to have her. She's here to just chat with us a little bit and tell us a little bit about her story and about Proposal 197, which is currently live on nouns.wtf. That proposal is to finalize the Nouns 3D printed fashion collection and showcase it at NFT Paris. Welcome, Danit.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Are you happy with our FOMO and NOMO choices?
Yes, so much. It was so much fun. I should come more often.
You are always welcome, of course. Tell us a little bit about the history behind Prop 197 first, because this is actually the third part of a trilogy, I guess you could call it. There's been 2 props before this, and this is kind of bringing it home. So for anyone who's not familiar with your Nouns journey, can you sort of run us through it?
Yeah, absolutely. So my first proposal was Proposal 26. I am a 3D printed fashion designer. I do it for the last 7 years. I'm researching on how to push the boundaries of 3D printed fashion, and I am really using this technique to create more sustainable alternative for our future. So when I came across nouns and I started to learn about the DAO, it was like really fascinating for me to see that how creators will operate in the future. Like how is it? Like I really felt that joining the community is like a window for the future of everything. I don't know how to describe it more precisely. But basically, it was really fascinating to me to understand like how this all, like DAO operating in general. So I decided to join and like post a proposal. And the first proposal was just researching, like creating a collection, like making the designs and like really bringing all my ideas into like a document. And it passed. So I was so amazed and I was so happy. And that's really lead me to the second proposal, which I can't remember what was. I can check really quick the number. But yeah, the second proposal was about creating the 3D modeling, like creating, like really bringing this idea to the next stage. And I also presented my Nounish fashion collection at the first Metaverse Fashion Week, which was really cool. And now I'm really into like make it happen, like really like going into like the 3D printing phase and make it a reality.
That's awesome. So what is 3D printed fashion exactly? How does it work? And then sort of follow-up question to that is how have you made it nounish?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. So 3D printed fashion, I'm sure all of you got the chance to see a 3D printer in action, but basically it works by printing layer after layer. And what I love about it, that it's allowing me to create any structure I can imagine, including in my work printing shoes and accessories and yeah. And it started for me, I was always like fascinating about fashion and technology, and I studied fashion design. And for my final fashion collection, I decided to really like zoom in into this technology, and I end up creating the world's first fashion collection printed entirely using desktop machines, the one you can fit in your house. So it was really like a fascinating journey. I had like 9 months to, from not knowing anything about 3D printing to create a full fashion collection. And the models were 100% 3D printed clothing, means like head to toe, 100% 3D printed material. So skirts and jackets and shoes and accessories. And they walked the runway. And the next day, all the major press outlets wrote about it and about this idea and concept that this lady 3D printed clothes from her house. Will it be our future? Like, how is it going to look like? And for me, it was just like a project, like for school, as an experiment, and it's really leads to the my full-time career and my passion to see like how is it actually going to look like and how can we make it beneficial for the fashion industry. But yeah, it wasn't the question, right? What was the question? So how is it working? So today it's really like the beginning of this whole concept. Like it's really, really new. So it's so today the materials are a bit basic. And this is one of the things that I am working to improve. I am in the last 3 years. I'm working on a research project that's we're making materials from waste, and we're using it for 3D print textiles. I'm doing it as part of being like an designer in residence at Moon Creative Lab, which is an innovation center based in Palo Alto and Tokyo. And with my team, we're creating better materials for everyone to use that contain fibers and wearable materials. And when you 3D print these materials, it has a really nice soft touch. And it's really starting to behave like real fabrics. So I hope in a few years, when technology will improve and materials will be better, that anyone will have the opportunity to test it, or maybe doing it like locally somewhere, and using the power of NFTs, where you can secure all of my 3D printed garments on the blockchain. It really makes sense for people to, collect clothing and then 3D print them. And yeah, so that's why I'm here.
Hey, Danit, can I ask you a technical
Yeah,
question? What is the material
sure.
that you're using to print this fashion with?
Collection. Yeah, so for this collection, I'm actually using my own filaments. It's gonna be the first time that I'm using it in like real uses. So far, we use only the like swatches and like sampling, and we're working now on a few case study with different fashion brands. But this is actually going to be the first time that people will see our material in like real life. So the material that we're using is a composition of recycled TPU, which is a flexible, like a sort of a rubbery kind of material. And different, fibers, real fibers like cotton and silk and wool, and yeah, all of these combinations creating different like formulas, and each material behave differently. So as part of my proposal, I'm making new filaments, like I'm making filaments that I am using to create my designs.
So it's a proprietary material that you design that's you're making this collection with?
Right? And I'm also using, so we have 8 different colors that I'm doing like custom made for this collection, with different materials, different composition. Each material will behave a bit differently. And I'm also very curious to showcase like the power of 3D printing through my Nounish fashion collection. That means that every look will contain different, like more technologies that are available today. So I'm also using PolyJet, which is more industrial technology for 3D printing. For example, the King skirt was made with this technology. And so these materials are more rigid, but because I made really like cute connectors, it has this flexible structure. So the skirt is actually wearable. And I'm also using another 3D printer technology that's is like HP printer, and HP is actually sponsoring the dress. It's the gray dress. So I think it's going to be really cool to see like different technologies in one collection, and really each garment will have a different story on top of the whole nounish concept.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's really creative. Can you talk to us a little bit about the NFT Paris event itself?
Sure.
Because that's pretty
Yeah,
exciting as well.
right. So NFT Paris, I'm not sure how exactly they came across my collection, maybe through Twitter. But they reached out and they were like, "This is so cool. Your collection is really like speaking to our concept of NFT Paris, because we feel that it's always a lot of like talking around NFTs and like everything, all of this world, which is very creative, but at the end of the day, it's like really a lot of talking, and we want to create something that is more like a museum, like gallery vibe when you come to the conference." So they asked me if my collection will be ready by the end of February. I just gave birth to my second child, so a few months ago. So I was like, yeah, let's make it happen. So I, you know, kick off the whole process again. I took a break from the collection, like not really taking a break, but like slowing down a bit. It's always in my mind, and it's like really like this collection is like my creative side of my work, because my work can be a lot of like emails and stuff and a lot of computer work. So this is really helping me to get back to my, you know, vibes. Anyways, so NFT Paris, they have an incredible like list of brands that are going to participate at the event, from Prada, LVMH, Kering Group, Gucci. All of these brands are going to attend and have a booth, like not really a booth, like a display area. So they connect me to Orbeez, which is an incredible brand for creating like really interactive displays. And they're going to work with me on my Nounish display area, hopefully. The vision for us is to showcase the designs. I hope to make like between 3 to 4 to 5 looks and show it there. And in between the mannequins, we're gonna have like holographic displays that will show the fashion collection in like digital concepts, and nouns are going to walk around. So it's going to be really cool to see the models, like digital models, walking the runway in between the actual looks. And in the middle, we're going to have like another look that will have like AR experience. So when you take your phone around it, like I think it's going to be an Instagram filter. You're going to see the nouns like walking around, having fun, and just really showing the vibe of like very nounish idea. And then in the back, we're gonna have hopefully like a documentary movie I am in touch with Nounish to create really cool, like documenting my process. So far, I'm doing it by myself, but I hope in the future they will join. And then we will show like a video like behind the scene of the collection. So yeah, 15,000 people are going to attend the event, and there is 30 tickets for the community to join. So I hope to make it, and I hope to have as many people from our DAO joining, and really get to meet each other in person. And it's gonna be at the Grand Palais, which is like the major area for fashion displays. It's really right next to the Eiffel Tower, and it's very like iconic location to showcase fashion collections, and also like Art Basel, Paris. Yeah, so it's gonna be there, which is really cool.
That's awesome. I love to see nouns empowering artists of all different types and all different mediums, and we haven't really seen too much in the way of fashion. So I've been following your journey since the first prop, and I'm really excited to see you go with this collection to NFT Paris. I think it's going to be a lot of great, press for nouns, and also a lot of great growth for you as a designer as well.
Thank you very much.
Nico, it looks like Nico has a question. Go ahead, Nico.
Hey, thank you so much. Hey, Danit. I'm Nico. I'm founder of the Fashion DAO, and I would love to connect with you offline. Really cool project. It's very exciting, and it's really cool that you're bringing both the digital fashion and AR, as well as what you're doing with the physical fashion and 3D printing. These are all exciting, and we are really showing the, borderline of the technology. So that's really cool. Are you doing the digital fashion also yourself, and what metaverse are you showcasing in?
Great question. So Orbis is actually going to create, I have the digital files. I created them as part of the second proposal. So I have all of the designs in like digital form, in like low poly, in high resolution. And they're going to take all of this material and dress them on like models, but I don't think it's going to be like really associated with any specific metaverse. But my first fashion collection that I showed at the first fashion week, Metaverse Fashion Week, was in Decentraland. But for this one, it's gonna be for the show. We're gonna make something special for NFT Paris, especially.
Cool. So I will connect with you offline and we can chat more.
Yeah,
Thank you so
I love
much.
that.
Excited to meet you in person. I probably will attend NFT Paris as well.
Amazing. I would love that.
Awesome. Anyone else have any questions up here on the stage for Danit? Or if you have a question down in the audience, put your hand up as well. By the way, I saw P-Nouns just came into the room. If you're able to come up and chat, we'd love to hear about the nouns that you've been purchasing for your community this past week. So if you're available, come on up. Any questions for Danit, though, before we let her return to her family?
One last question, and congrats on the new baby. We got a lot of babies in the community popping up lately. How many pieces is this collection going to have?
So I designed 7 looks, but I for now I'm suggesting 5 looks. Hopefully I will extend it to 7, but it's gonna be 5 for sure, or more.
It's 7 looks, Victor, but 3 of them are snowmen. So I mean,
I should definitely incorporate the snowman in the AR experience.
that'd be awesome.
So yes, it's gonna be 5 for sure and 7 hopefully. In the future after the NFT Paris, I will continue, finalizing the collection. So it's not gonna end at the end of February. It will continue until I finish it.
Cool, good to know. And if you ever have the appetite to 3D print some nounish baby clothes, I'm sure there's a host in particular that could use those right now.
That's a great idea.
Who might that be? Yes, I will be.
Victor,
I will be happy to make my progeny. Do the testing for you.
the most nounish baby of them all.
Excellent.
That's right.
Can we do a photo shoot on the basketball court when it's done?
Oh,
The 3D
absolutely.
printed fashion?
Yeah. So I really want to give the collection to all of the ideas of the community. And really, I'm really open for collaboration. I'm really, really into it anyways, in my work and outside the DAO and, of course, in the DAO. So yeah, absolutely. Any creative idea things we can do with the collection, I would love that.
Josh, you just gave me an amazing idea. So, next anniversary or something, maybe another day, just invite everybody who's had a prop that year that's passed to go to one spot and just do this big shoot of everybody who's done anything for nouns that year. That would be so amazing.
A big photo shoot?
Yeah, a huge photo shoot, kind of crossover episode of everybody who's done something. I'm sure not everyone could show up, but it'd be kind of cool.
We could do a Truman Show style collage photo or something.
There you go.
And everybody can take their own.
That's right.
Very cool.
Awesome. Anyone else with some final questions for Danit? Awesome.
I don't have a question, but I do have a POAP.
All right. Well, hold off on that. But thank you, though. I'll come back to you in a second for that. But just wanted to thank Danit for joining us to talk about Proposal 197. It is active now. So if you are a nouner or if you are a delegate, remember to vote because this ends on December 29th. So don't be drinking too much eggnog and forget all about it and leave poor Danit here without quorum. Make sure you get over there, take a look through the proposal, and vote one way or the other. Hopefully, we'll be supporting our nounish artists here with Proposal 197. Anything else to add to that, Danit?
No, I think this is it. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And I hope to meet you all in person soon.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us. I think it might be kind of early there where you are, so I appreciate you jumping on with us.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Amazing.
Thanks.
You're welcome to stick around, by the way. I
Yeah.
just didn't want. Yeah. Awesome. So I think we have Ivan down there. I'm not sure if Ivan has a question for Danit or if it's something else, but go ahead, Ivan.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, it's something else. I just want to check with regards to the normal noun.
Yes.
Because I was trying to mint, but I have 4 failed transactions. Is there any restriction on minting?
No, there's no restrictions on minting, so that's a bit odd. Send us a DM.
Yeah, because I tried another wallet and still failed transaction. Yeah, the error was out of gas. The first time I mint was okay, but I wanted to mint one more. So the second one was having 4 times of failed transactions.
Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely abnormal. I was able to mint a couple today, so the minting DApp is working. Did anyone else have any issues here on the stage?
No.
Yeah. So, but send me a DM. Send us a DM here on the clock. I'll follow you so that you can do that. And then it is after midnight here where we are, but we're almost after midnight for many of the team here. So we may not get to it till tomorrow, but we'll see if we can figure out what's going on there for you, Evan. And I have have an extra one anyway. So if you're short one, I can send you one. We'll sort you out.
Please don't give my basketball.
Thanks.
You sound like.
Yeah,
sound like
I
the
missed the
stapler
basketball
guy,
one as well.
Stapler guy from Office Space. Please don't take my
Don't you
take
take
my
my
basketball. I
basketball.
need my basketball. Burn the building down. All right, Ivan, we'll follow up with you on that. P-Nouns in the house. What's up?
Hi, how's it going?
I think it's going pretty good. How are you? I bet you're feeling pretty good after tonight's purchase.
Yeah, it's going better for you, that's for sure.
All right, give us an update.
Thank you so much.
Give us an update. First of all, I have to say we're going to have you back on the show when we're back to our regular format after the new year, because there's so much to talk about with the P-Nouns project. So we'll talk offline, and we'll have to coordinate something for when you guys are available to come back on as our regular guest. But yeah, just give us a quick 411. What's going on with P-Nouns, and how does it feel to be the owners of 2 new nouns over the past week?
Okay, thank you for giving me a little bit time. My name is Shudo from P-Nouns. We are the project that has a potential to fundamentally change the social structure with the real DAO as a Nouns DAO. We will propose this to original Nouns DAO after getting the nouns, 2 nouns. And today we got nouns 556, and finally we have 2 nouns. So the next time we are working on the thinking about proposal to the Nouns DAO, original Nouns DAO. Yeah, thank you so much.
That's incredible. Well, I want to ask you a little bit more about the proposal in a second, but for those who aren't familiar with P-Nouns, it's probably like one of the best flywheel examples of nouns that I've seen, because so NounsDAO became pretty popular within some folks in the Japanese community. Komorebi being one of them, started up NounsDAO Japan. Shortly after, they decided that they wanted to give a try to Prop House, so Seneca sent them up with a NounsDAO Japan Prop House, and P-Nouns was actually funded through a round of NounsDAO Japan Prop House infrastructure by NounsDAO. It that went on to be introduced as a full-on 10K collection and extension with a Japanese flair within that community. Sold out almost instantly, I believe. Was number 1 on OpenSea worldwide on the day that it launched. Built themselves a pretty massive treasury, I think 100 ETH or something last time I checked. And their entire goal for the project was to use that ETH to buy nouns so that they can basically make proposals to spread nouns within Japan. So super exciting. I, for one, can't wait to see a proposal that is on nouns.wtf but relates to a geographic region that has never been represented by a proposal before. So all very exciting, and look forward to seeing what these guys do.
Thank you for inviting today. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll definitely have you back on another day if you're free.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Hey, Victor, what's up?
I was just going to say, Pete, can you give us a little sneak peek at what the proposal you guys are cooking up is
Yeah,
about?
definitely. What's up? P-Nouns, can you tell us what the proposal is that you're planning or something about it?
Nothing, anything so far, because now we are focusing on the bidding the nouns auction.
Yeah.
So that's why we need to we need to organize creating the system of to the proposed to original NounsDAO. So yeah, so far we are not anything to
Okay,
any
so
idea.
so you don't know the plan yet of what you're going to propose, just that it will be something for the Japanese community, and you don't know what yet. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yeah.
Exciting. That's cool. Awesome. Anyone else have any questions for P-Nouns? I know we're running a little long for a light session here today, but since they're here, you know, bought 2 nouns this week. If you got a question for them, now's the time. All right. Well, if you think of something while RFG is giving us a beautiful POAP, then just pipe up or open your mic and I'll call on you. Robot Fish Girl, POAP us, please.
All right. So for those who don't know, POAP stands for Proof of Attendance Protocol. We give one out here every single day at 9 o'clock on the Noun Square. All you have to do is go to poap.xyz, download the POAP app, and then you go to the little mint button in the bottom right-hand corner, and you tap secret word. And today's secret word is, do we have a POAP sound?
Yes. If you wait 1 second, I have to find it. Here we go.
Yeah,
no organic sound today.
No organic sound. All right. It is 3D printed nouns. And it's not going to start for another. There we go. So 3D printed nouns. Number 3, letter D, printed nouns. PRINTEDNOUNS. All lowercase, all one word.
I got it.
3D printed nouns.
Worked for me. Awesome. So the last thing that we need to do is a retweet picker, I believe. So I can certainly do that. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention actually before I do that is, so we've got some pins above. If you take a look up, actually Danit just posted one as well that talks a little bit about her proposal. And then I also pinned a link earlier that links directly to the proposal on nouns if you'd like to take a look at it. And then there's 2 other pins to take a look at it. One is just a thank you to all of our family here at TNS. We surpassed 5,000 followers early this morning. It was a nice thing to wake up to, and it was actually exactly our goal for our original 5-month period. We decided as a group to do a bonus month and sort of ride out to the end of January here on our current funding, but our original funding was until the end of December, and our goal was to go from 1,600 to 5,000 followers organically without using bots or anything like that, and we've done that. So thank you guys for all of those who've been along for that entire ride, and that was a nice way to sort of ring out the year for us. And then also I put an announcement up this evening for the final results of round 2 of our Noun Square prop house. So if you were in that round, you'll know that there was a 6-way tie for 6th. So we had to do a secondary ranked ballot inside TNS to decide the final winners. So those 10 winners have been announced. You can see that as well in the thread above. So talk amongst yourselves about those things, and I'll get you a retweet picker winner in the meantime.
I think it's so cool that we've reached 5,000 followers. Honestly, like that. When I saw that this morning, I was like, "This is awesome." That just makes me really, really happy.
Yeah, and I mean, people sometimes talk about that like it's not a lot, but actually, if you've ever built a Twitter account organically without using bots, it actually does take quite some time to build that up, especially with the algorithms and the way it works. So I'm pretty proud of us for just a steady slogging with all of our content and all of our contests and just picking up 15 to 20 people a day who say, hey, this is pretty cool. And then they start showing up with us to spaces. And that's how real communities are built, in my opinion. So, all right. I've got.
Can I give one shout out to the Open Shark DAO prop house?
Yeah, of course.
I want to see
of course.
some people get in there and submit some ideas. So it's an open round. So anybody who's wants to check it out.
Yeah. So
Prop.house.
So what are you guys looking for, first of all, and when is the deadline for that?
Well, it's open to any idea. So, I think that NounsDAO has always really liked, funding creators and funding, technical projects. We love things that can be like tested in NounsDAO and then used in other DAOs. But this is just like a smallish start of a project, like a 0.5 ETH times 5 people, and it ends in 4 days. So
awesome.
We have some cool ideas already in there, but I'm excited to see what everybody submits.
Me too.
Dive in, maybe. Dive in. Where you at, Tody? You a little sleepy?
What? What do you mean?
The puns. We got to dive in.
Oh, sorry.
NounsDAO.
Well, I do have a literal baby in my arms actually right now, so I might have been slightly distracted.
Slightly distracted, ever so slightly.
I do have a retweet picker for you guys, though, if I can get a drum roll.
Organic soundboard time. Let's go.
I never know what I'm gonna get when I ask for a drum roll. The winner is Kavya at the Lost Girl. Just followed you. I'll send you a DM here. Congrats. You have won 0.069 ETH. So congratulations. Thanks for retweeting the room. And I think that is all we've got for you tonight. So I wanted to thank Danit again for coming to talk to us about your project. Thanks to all the regulars who are always showing up here for us, even on the Christmas holidays, over this period. So appreciate you guys. I'm going to have another light show again tomorrow. Probably no guests, but hey, who knows? Who knows who might show up on the Noun Square? You just never know, do you? The answer is no, you don't.
Maybe Elon will show up tomorrow. Who knows?
Hey,
you never know.
You don't know. You'll have to talk to Mario or whatever that guy's name is. He seems to...
What showed up when you Googled Lucky Igloo? You got any music for us to exit with?
I don't. I was actually just about to search for that. Igloo music. You'd think as a Canadian that I would have some Igloo music, ready to go. But we actually don't usually listen to music inside of igloos because it's considered a traditional dwelling. So let's see here. We've got one here called...
What's the hottest album that was made inside an igloo? I need to know.
I don't know.
Snow Informer.
I found one here that's...
That's a good one.
Soul Informer. That's pretty good, actually. This one's called Wiley by Igloo, but I don't know if it has... No, sorry, it's Igloo by Wiley. It's going to have to do. It's all I can find. All right, guys.
I like it. Good job.
You'll just have to take my word for it that it's called Igloo. Okay? Because it might be an instrumental now that I see.
Sounds good.
Thanks, everybody.
We'll do it live.
Thanks, Danit.
Thank you.
P-Nouns. Have a good night.
Bye. Happy New Year. Thank you for having me.
My baby doesn't like this song, so I'm probably gonna have to shut this down.
Just rug it. It's fine.
That's not what an igloo sounds like at all.